Hello everyone. This is super impromptu. So I'm just going to get it set up here so I can see your comments if anyone joins. Turn down the volume. Okay, so I was driving home today and had a thought of a St. Patrick's card, but not 4-leaf clovers or anything like that. Really just more a card with green. And I've been working with the sweet ice cream stamp set recently. So this, we are gonna play. I have not planned this out. It might be a total disaster, but I think we can make it work. So my plan is for us to have mint chocolate chip ice cream. So we're gonna try this one of two ways. Well, we're gonna try two things and see which one we like better. So we are going to try it using soft seafoam. So this is already our mint color. Hello, Cynthia. But I also want to see what happens if we actually stamp in soft seafoam, and we'll see which one we like better. And I thought I might actually stamp on vanilla more than anything, just because, you know, we always stamp on white. So let's try this out. So I'm going soft seafoam, and we need a block. Like I said, this is a total, I don't have anything else. I don't have anything planned. I don't have anything organized. Okay. So we are just gonna wing it and hope that something comes together. And maybe we'll do some of each. Okay, so there is our already green mint ice cream. Now let's see what it looks like if we stamp it. So there is our soft seafoam stamped, which to me looks a bit more like pistachio than mint chocolate chip. Or than mint, pardon me. We have to add the chocolate chips. So we're gonna do one more thing. What happens if we stamp on our seafoam? Okay. You guys can help me decide which one we like the best. And then what I was thinking, and I'm hoping this will look okay, like I said, haven't tried this out, so it might not look good at all, but let's give it a try. You can make chocolate mint. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So let's see. You guys can tell me which ice cream scoop you like better, or honestly, we could use one of each. So now what I was going to do was use this little stamp that is in there, like they're chocolate chips. And then we have a few browns that we can work with. So early espresso, we have soft suede, we have cinnamon cider. So let's play around with which one we like the look of. Hello, Carol, how are you? So let's just see what this looks like. So that's cinnamon cider, which I don't think is dark enough. I feel like chocolates, you like the middle one. Yes, I like the middle one too, I think. Okay, this one is early espresso. And then this one is soft suede. So for those of you who are joining in now, we are making mint chocolate chip ice cream for a kind of fun little St. Patrick's Day card. Or not really St. Patrick's Day, but you know, a green card for tomorrow. So we have soft seafoam paper, we have soft seafoam stamped on soft seafoam, and this is soft seafoam stamped on very vanilla. So, and then these are our 3 different browns we could use for our chocolate chips. I think I actually kind of like the soft suede. Yeah, Carol, I think I like that too. It seems sort of more what you would expect. So let's stamp the soft suede on this guy, because so far that's our favorite. And it'll look like chocolate chips. So we'll just kind of, oh yeah. Now, should we just leave it up in the top, or should I like put chocolate chips everywhere? Maybe just up top, hey? Let's do that. You guys can let me know what you think. And we will stamp another one. See if I can line it up, even though it's already punched out. There we go. So there's another one. Oh, geez, don't do that. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see what I've just done there. So what you want to do when you make a mistake like that is now take a paper towel. I've got a tissue here, and you just want to blot where you put in the wrong color and try to lift up that ink. So this is good that we're doing this together. So we want to lift, so we're going to lift off the green ink as well, and that's okay because we have a re-inker. But so you want to just get that dark ink off your ink pad. You can see now it's gone. So that's good. And then we'll get our re-inker. So there we go. We've got a little, you got a little tip in at the same time. This is my soft seafoam. This is another little tip for you to do if you've got re-inkers, is you put, you can either color on it with a marker or your blends, or you cut off one end of one of these stickers in the language you don't need, and you put it on the tip of your re-inker. And that way you kind of know at a glance. So we really just need to re-ink it in that spot where I rubbed all the ink off. But look at that. We're doing all sorts of things here. We're cleaning, we're re-inking. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Get our soft suede. So we'll put our chips a little different on this one. So maybe this one we'll kind of put them in the middle. Okay. We're going to clean everything so that we don't run into this problem again. I was going to make a bowl with 3 ice cream scoops. I'm going to actually stamp that again on the other side. It was looking kind of dirty. So let's try that again. Okay, and we're going to do another one. So we get another scrap. I don't think that's big enough. Just barely. So now you can see, I've actually, so if you look, I don't know, maybe you can't tell. So now I've actually got too much ink on here, and it's kind of bubbling. So then I happen to have at work, I don't know, we had something at work where we had all these leftover stir sticks, and they were all just going to get thrown into the recycling. And I was like, well, I'll take them because they're kind of good for things like this. So I'm not advocating that you steal stir sticks from Starbucks, but if you're at somewhere where, you know, they're all just gonna get thrown out, go ahead and pick them up. Okay, now we've got all that excess ink off. I'm gonna stamp this off as well. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so we have our 3 ice creams. Close this up. Close it up, Jillian. Learn your lessons. Pull out our soft suede again. Ink up our chocolate chips. Delicious. All right, so now we have 3 ice creams that are mint chocolate chip. Or I suppose some people might think they look like pistachio. When I do things like this, I save them. So I don't know if you guys do too, like you start something so you can see in my ice cream one, I've got some other little bits and pieces that I didn't use. So I never recycle those. So this is gonna make a different card, right? So that is also my other tip to you. Okay, I wanna put this in a bowl instead of a cone. So I'm sure you guys have seen different cards where people have made bowls. And really it's just a semicircle, right? Is the easiest way. So just use a circle punch or a circle die and then cut that in half. So we are going to take this waffle paper and we're going to take our largest, I'm just making sure I'm gonna like the size bowl. So we have a couple of options. I'm just deciding. So it would kind of either look like that or like that. So that would be the big bowl. This would be the little bowl. I feel like I might go with the little bowl. I think the big bowl is going to be too big. So I don't know if you guys do these kinds of things. These are all the kinds of things that I do to sort of work things out in advance. I'm just going to take this over, run it through my die cutter. I could pull out my mini, but my desk is such a mess because I'm not organized with this card. So because it's such a mess, I'll take it off to the side. Okay, I find the easiest thing if I want to cut a circle in half is to actually use this cutter because I can kind of really line it up by using the marks on the cutter and pretty much getting it in half. Again, if it weren't totally in half, not a crisis. So now we have our bowl and we have another bowl for another project. So that's good. Okay, so we're gonna put that one away too into our ice cream stamp set. We're gonna put our die away so that we don't lose them. And now I thought would be fun. I'm trying to use DSP more than less because, you know, before you know it, the catalog ends and I haven't used up my DSP. So I thought this might look fun on these stripes. Also, we can tie in the green because there's green in these stripes. So we need to sort of have a shape that we're gonna put our ice cream on. So we could do a rectangle, we could do a square, or we could do a bigger circle. Actually, it might be kind of fun. What if we just do a bigger circle? Okay, for thought. I don't know. Anyone else plan like this? So if we did a bigger circle and we put our ice cream inside of it. Yep, that's kind of fun. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna make a circle out of this as well. Okay, so now we have our largest stitch shape at which we're gonna put our ice cream on top of. Something like this. Is that how it would go? Yeah, because that big scoop's gonna be on the top, right? Or would it kind of be like that? Or would it be behind? You guys tell me. Should this scoop be in front or should it be behind like I've got it now? And then I think we're gonna do a soft seafoam card base. Behind. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna do a soft seafoam card base, and I've actually I've cut it this way because I'm thinking we might tie in some of this old espresso ribbon that's from the annual catalog that I have not used nearly enough of. And we're gonna use some of this paper. Okay, so now let's get creating. So I'm gonna fold this in half. And then I'm thinking I might kind of do like the stripes. We're gonna do the bowl. And then maybe we'll use the ribbon. Kind of like that. The bowl. We're gonna need a greeting, obviously. Okay, and then we're gonna do some embossing. Okay, so that's my thoughts. I don't know if you guys are jiving with that or not, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna see how it looks, and if it looks terrible, well, we know for next time. And that is a-okay. Okay, so we need an embossing folder. I'm thinking the textures, textile, tasteful textile. Tasteful textures, tasteful textile. No, I was right. All right, perfect. And because of the way I have cut my paper, we're gonna be able to just do the card front. So we're gonna put this in, we're gonna put the crease at the edge of the pattern. Okay, and you know, we always put our folders in seam side first. This is a 3D folder, so I still have, or I guess I shouldn't say I still have, the 3D plate, the blue plate. Otherwise you have to use a shim or the new machine, you're good. I don't have the new machine. At least not the big one. I have the small one. Okay. So there is our embossing. And then we're gonna take our stripes, and I'm thinking our card is only 4 1/4 across. So I want this piece to be 2, I think it's 2 wide. I'm gonna go 1 3/4 and I'm gonna frame it. So we're gonna go 1 3/4. I'm gonna go top to bottom though, so 5 1/2. So 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. So 1 3/4. You know what, I'm just gonna cut the whole thing. 5 1/2. And then I'm thinking, so that's gonna kind of go there. I'm actually thinking I'd like to pull out another color. And I'm actually thinking maybe of pulling out the blackberry. So let's see what that looks like. Oh my God, you guys, if you could see my desk, it's like a bomb's gone off. A bomb has gone off. All right, so here is Blackberry Bliss. So let's see if I have, that would work. That might work. I'm just wondering what if we put that behind it. Kind of pops off the page a little. I like that. Okay, so let's, I think this is 5.5. I'm just thinking I don't like to waste. Perfect. Okay, so we're just going to trim that off. Okay, so this is just some random width because I'm not actually going to frame it on both sides. I'm only going to frame it on one side. Kind of like that. I like that look sometimes without doing anything on that side. I mean, we could though. I've got other scraps of paper, right? So if we decided we actually wanted it framed on both sides. So you can be very crafty sometimes with your scraps, as long as it's totally, no one's gonna see your seam. You wouldn't know that I've done that. Oh, actually, maybe I do like it framed on both sides. Okay. I proved myself wrong. Okay, so we're gonna cut this one 5.5 as well. Okay, and then just watch what we're gonna do here. Gonna get real crazy in here, folks. Real crazy on a Tuesday night. Okay, move that off to the side. I feel like my workspace is just getting smaller and smaller. Do you guys craft like that too? It's just like everything just explodes and then you have no space to actually left to work. So I don't know who has this paper already, but like it's so pretty, right? Like I almost hate to use the stripes because then you don't use the popsicles, but that's why we have two-sided paper. So I'm going to run my seal down the edge. And then I'm going to take this tiny little piece and I'm going to create my border. I don't want a huge border. So just about like that. Okay, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. So I totally could have used another scrap, but because I cut this, so now we have our border there. And see, those actually line up now. I might actually move this guy. No, it'll be fine. Okay, and that's gonna go on our card front, like that. And then we're gonna put this, and we're gonna do this. So let's build our ice cream so that it's all in one piece, and then we can sort of stop playing with it. So I'm going to put seal on the bottom. Because this is going to be, you know, the bottom of our bowl. And then I'm going to put seal on the bottom of this one. Nope, that's not going to work. I need to put it on the front because it's going to go behind. That's okay. So now we'll figure out where we want that to go. kind of like that. Okay, so here's our ice cream. Now we're gonna need it to pop off of this piece because we've done this piece in mint, which I'm kind of regretting now, so we might have to change that. But if we put that there, and then we pop our ice cream kind of off to the side, actually, even. And then we're gonna need a greeting. I don't think I really have a, let's see, we have a St. Patrick's Day one. Ooh, have a lucky day, right? That's St. Patrick's Day. Have a lucky day. Doesn't really go with the ice cream though. Fun. Are we having fun yet, folks? And so, see, I had purposely put this card this way. I don't think we're gonna actually end up drawing in this ribbon. I don't really know. I don't know that I really wanted a St. Patrick's Day greeting because that seems like a weird thing to give us a card. Use celebrate. A strip of ribbon just under the ice cream. Yep, that could be it. Celebrate. Sure, we could do that. Strip of ribbon under the ice cream. Just kind of back there like that. I mean, we could tie some ribbon around this guy and knot it. It's not like I'm using this ribbon for anything else. On the bowl. Yeah, that would probably be good. Oh, funny. Are we having fun yet, guys? Like on here, you mean? This is why lots of other demos, they actually plan their cards in advance so that when you're watching them, it's not a total, you know, ad lib. They've already worked it through. They've made a sample card. They know what they're doing. And then they're just recreating a card that they have already done, which I try to do sometimes. But what I find with my work schedule is that then I don't get to create. I don't get on here. I don't do that many lives, or I don't get posts for my Instagram or wherever because I don't have that extra time to create. Oh yeah, that might be okay. I just need a bigger bow. Way more fun than organized stamping. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of seal there to hold that ribbon because now that I'm trying to tie ribbon on a circle, it's a bit... Oh my god, this is fun. I'm so glad that you guys are all staying with me and you're laughing and you're totally giving me your ideas because that's, we can all take credit for this card in the end, right? So when it gets posted, you can tell people, oh, I helped make that card. Oh, funny. Okay, here we go. I do really like this ribbon though, and I bought it thinking, because it goes with the old world paper, or maybe I think that's what that paper is called, and I thought, I'm gonna use it lots, because it's gorgeous, and I haven't. Okay. Alright, so there we go. I purposely bought ribbon scissors, or I bought scissors to have them be my ribbon scissors, and then I forget to use them. Okay, so we gotta go like this. I like my ribbon ends to be cut in the right direction. I actually kind of like the ribbon there. Okay, that was a good idea. Stick with the glue dot, yep, totally. once we put the card together. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for anyone who's tuning in late, we were making a green card in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. And so we went with mint chocolate chip. That's what we've got going on here. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. And yeah, and then everything else from there is just kind of a bit of a schmozzle. So I am going to stick a glue dot under here just so that bow stays put since we're on a circle. Okay, there we go. Now, let's put this stripe on because we know we're not changing that. And then we can really make some grown-up decisions. I do really like the blackberry with the soft seafoam though. What do you guys think? That is a nice color combo. I'm gonna line it up with one edge because I can trim off this little bit of excess. Okay. So you can see here we've got a little bit coming over our card. So now if I could find my big paper scissors. Funny folks, funny, funny, funny. This, thank you. It is a good color combo. I think I'm gonna make some more cards this color combo. It would be a really pretty floral color combo, right? Green foliage and blackberry flowers. Okay, we have that. Now, we had done this circle in the mint, which I still kind of like. I think if it's popped up, it still jumps enough. We still got some pizzazz. So we're gonna just do a whole bunch of popping. Pop, 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 pop. So we're gonna put dimensionals on this guy. Hopefully that ribbon's gonna stay. I'm gonna put dimensionals where that ribbon is so that it stops moving. So dimensional, we're gonna put a dimensional on this side. And then we're gonna put some dimensionals up in the ice cream. You can see where I put that seal in the wrong spot, but that doesn't really matter. Okay. And we're gonna want dimensionals on the back of this one as well. Okay, so now we have dimensionals there, we have dimensionals there. We're gonna kind of have that guy pop off of there. Yeah, I like it. See, this is what makes me laugh though. Okay, so you guys, I don't know how long we've been on here now. A half an hour? Longer than a half an hour? And like, this is seriously, is this how long it takes the rest of you? Because I come down and say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick card. I've got the idea in my head, because I had the idea that I wanted mint chocolate chip ice cream. And look at how long that it is taking us to put this card together. My son is 9. He will be 10 in July. Oh my goodness. But so please tell me that everyone else has this same thing where you decide to make a card and then it takes forever. You know what I think I'm actually gonna do? I feel like I would like to do this. You're so cool. Now, we could kind of have the greeting going off the circle, or we could just, oh shoot, it's too bad I've already embossed this, because we could have just done the greeting down there, but I don't think that's gonna work now. So we're gonna have to do the greeting on, okay, a little thing. So I think we're gonna do the greeting, stamp it in blackberry on white, and then we're gonna fussy cut each part of it. So we're gonna have to stamp it 3 times. And yeah, you're gonna see what I mean, and it may or may not work. So So I'm using my grid here right now in case you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm using the grid to line up my letters so that it's hopefully going to be straight. Okay, so here's our blackberry. Okay, now I'm gonna put away, oh geez, all this very vanilla that I got out that we aren't using, but we might use those white strips because we can't use very vanilla with DSP that has white in it, or at least that's my rule. That might not be yours. Everyone is allowed their own rules when it comes to mixing whites and creams and ivories and vanillas. Okay, so let's get our piercing mat out. So anyone, if you've watched my, and you end up not going to bed on time. Oh, Sandra, I hear you. So if you watched me before, I always use my pierce mat with my photopolymer. So you can see that's why there's ink all over this pierce mat. I do have one pierce mat that isn't covered in ink, but okay. So we're gonna try to just get the your, which I think I actually managed to do. Look at that, guys. Wow. Okay, I feel like I've redeemed myself right there. So now I'm gonna clean it off because we don't want any of the other letters. Now, can I get just the so? I think I did it. I think I did it. Guys, are you silently applauding me? Oh, funny. And then we're gonna do the cool. I was laughing with my family today because I had overlapping teleconferences today. So of course we can't have any of our meetings in person. So I had a teleconference. I work in healthcare at BC Cancer, and I work with the radiation therapy students. So we had a teleconference with BCIT today, and that teleconference ran over. And I had thought I had sent an email to my boss, who I was supposed to be meeting, I guess in person, socially distanced, at 10 o'clock. And this first meeting was supposed to go till 10:30. And I thought I had emailed him to say, hey, I'm probably gonna be late because I'm in this other meeting. But it turns out I never actually sent the email. And it turns out then that I didn't actually come to the meeting until it was already 10:45. And then when I came in, they were relieved that I was okay. So I guess finally at 10:30, someone decided that they should look for me because I hadn't shown up. And so my friend was worried she was going to find me like laying on my office floor, which of course I wasn't. But I said to my husband, I'm like, interesting that they waited, a half an hour before they looked for me. But whatever, people, whatever. Okay, so I don't know if you've figured out here what I'm doing. So I'm trimming these. And then I'm gonna mount them on blackberry. At least that's my plan. And then we're gonna tuck them in behind our ice cream. So you can see here, this is not an exact science. They might not actually even all be the same width. I'm not actually terribly fussed about that. I'm leaving extra here because I plan to tuck it behind. But I guess we will actually trim it out front here. Okay, so I'm gonna trim them all out front. And we're gonna hope that this works. And I thank you for sticking with me. We're having some fun here tonight. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and glue these down. So we're gonna get out this guy. And we're gonna get out the seal. Don't glue the side with the words. Okay, so the sew bit, I'm going to put it that near the edge. Okay, and now I'm going to cut my border. And I'm actually going to cut this even a little bit longer in case we need that for tucking it in behind. And then we'll do the same here. So I know some of you that are watching are actually demos. So of course you already know, but for those of you who aren't demonstrators, tomorrow Stampin' Up! Is having a 1-day free shipping sale. We only learned of this information today. So it's not like we were keeping it a secret. It is new news for all of us. So if you are not a Stampin' Up! Demo and you had wanted to place an order, tomorrow is a good day. You have to spend $60 if you're in Canada. 60, maybe it's 65. 65, I think. And you will get free shipping. So that is a savings of $9.95. Or if your order is even more, if your order goes above $100, where shipping then goes to 10% of your order, you're basically saving 10%. So it's a pretty great deal. Right now is an excellent time if you like the in colors that are going to retire, Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, that family of colors, Pretty Peacock. You want to get those items now. So tomorrow free shipping is a great day to do that because some of them are already on back order. And doesn't mean they're not coming back, but you know, people are already stocking up. Okay, so we're thinking that's gonna go like that, that's gonna go like that, and then we're gonna do a like your so cool kind of scenario. Okay, so the words have to go down before the ice cream. You weren't gonna order, but you're gonna order that butterfly bundle. Oh, that's a perfect day to order that butterfly brilliance. Yes, oh my God, that is so gorgeous. Okay, all right, folks. So we have to get crafty here now. I'm gonna move this dimensional because it's in my way for where I want my words to go. And I'm trying to decide, do I want my words, you kind of have to figure out if you want your words actually flat or if you want them sticking up on the ice cream. So I think I want them sticking up on the ice cream.